Hey Westfield, I'm going to show you how to book a resource room. So the resource rooms, there are actually 3 of them now at Westfield. That's how they're labeled in the calendar is the Commons, the library, and the reading room. So if you want to book any of those rooms, you're going to have to do it through Google Calendar and you're going to have to do it this way. So the first thing that you actually need to do is put those rooms within your calendar so that you could see what's available. The way you're going to do that is you're going to come here to the side of add a co-worker's calendar. And if you don't have this, it's probably because at one point you hit the 3 lines button. And so you can just hit that again to see all of these options here. And you're going to click the plus button because you're going to add other calendars. But what you're actually doing is you're browsing resources. And so you're going to click on that button. And all of the buildings in the district show up. So click on Westfield, and we have here the Commons, the library, and the reading room. And so you don't have to choose all of them. You really just need to choose the ones that you will be using in the future and that you would like to book. So I went ahead and chose all 3. And I'm going to go back. And those 3 rooms are now under my calendar. I have them right down here. So we have the Commons and the library and the reading room. And as people book these, they're going to show up on my calendar. And if you don't want to see that, you just have to unclick them as options so that they don't show up. But when you are booking, you're going to want to make sure that they are clicked so that you could see who has already booked that room, and if you have to alter your plans. The reason that I bring that up is that it's very important that you look at the calendar because you cannot double book a room here. It will not let you at all. So if you are only going to check out the Commons or the reading room or the library for 15 or 20 minutes or 30 minutes even, make sure that you're only doing it for the time that you want. Do not book it for the whole period unless you're using it for the whole period, because then nobody else will be able to book it. So let's go ahead and book that room. So I'm going to click on Tuesday, and the little box pops up to create, an appointment in your calendar, but you're going to want to click more options. And you're going to put a title, and you're going to want to make sure that the title makes a little sense because, again, other people will be able to see that, and you want to make sure that it's clear what you're booking and for what reason. So I just went ahead and put library time, and I'm actually going to make library time from 10 to 10:20. So 10 to 10:20. And again, I am under my calendar of M. Seeger, but I need to come over and book the room now. So I clicked on room, and because we have these under Westfield, you can click on library, the reading room, or the Commons now. So I'm going to go ahead and click on library. And so what I have done is I have booked the library under my account for the 28th from 10 to 10:20. And it did create a Hangout meet, which you can just leave or delete, doesn't matter. And if your settings have notifications, if you want to change that, you can delete it or change it now, because I'm going to show you a way to duplicate this. And if you leave this here, it'll do it to all of them. So for those people who usually use the library, the reading room, you're booking it for the whole year. You like it like every Tuesday at 10 o'clock, for the whole school year. So what you're going to do, if you would like that, is you're going to go to does not repeat, the drop down. Do not click on weekly on Tuesday or whatever. Don't do that. You're going to want to go to custom, and you're going to repeat every 1 week. Repeat on the day that you want it, Tuesday, but you have to change the end date. So right now, it never ends. It will go for the end of time, or until Google, just doesn't give you that calendar option anymore. What you want to do is it ends on, and then you want to change the date. And then this way, we won't have any problems at the beginning of the next school year with people being booked for things that, may not have a booking time or may not be available. So I would just do something like June 3rd, 2019, not a big deal. But now I have booked the library starting August 28th from 10 to 10:20, and now weekly on Tuesdays until June 3rd, 2019. And it's going to notify me 10 minutes before because I put that on all of them, unless I change that. And I booked it under my calendar. And so I'm going to go ahead and click save. And so now on Tuesday, we have two things here that say library time. The first purple one is mine, my calendar, but the burgundy one right next to it is the library's calendar. And again, once it becomes populated with a lot of people going to the library, you're probably not going to want to see that, and that's fine. You can just unclick it, and then that one will go away. And because we made it a repeat, it is there next week. It is there the week after that, and it'll be there until the end of the year. And of course, if you need to change your times, you can easily go in and edit. And Google makes it very nice. So if you just want to edit that one day, like maybe it's on a Wednesday and you're going to edit the early release, say you want to make it from 10 to 10:30 or whatever you're going to do. When you go to save, it'll ask you if you want to just do it for this one event, which if you're just changing that one, that's perfect. But you can change it for this and following events if you decide you need to change your library time or reading time or room one time or the commons. Or you can change all events. So just go ahead and do all events for fun. And then we'll see that the time changed, and it'll be like that for all of them. And so what I'm actually going to do now is just go ahead and delete the event so that I'm not in anybody's way if they would like to book Tuesdays. And I'm going to delete all events so that they are no longer showing up on the calendar and other people can book that. So again, it's very important that you're booking the actual resource room connected to your account, or nobody else will see that you have booked it. And it is also important that you only book it for the time that you need. If you have any questions on how to do this, if you're struggling a little, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to help you with that.